Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm doing good, Voldy. Maybe you can hear me now. I don't know. uh, but Neko's currently at work today. He had to go into the office, so it is currently me home alone, which with the puppy means I need to be better. That's why we have the take care of yourself redemption. So it should help. I can hear. Okay, perfect. I made sure to get rid of the... Oh, yeah, get off my screen. There we go. I made sure to get out of the holiday playlist just because it was so funny, Voldy. You came in and you said that. I've never heard of that game. Do you know if the Whamageddon is specifically in the States? I've never heard of that being played. Is it... Or is it just like a family thing? Whamageddon. It's popular, informal Christmas season game where you try to avoid hearing the Wham classic from December 1st to midnight. You hear the original song and recognize it, you're out. Often marketing by posting Wham on social media. It's a survival game, not a battle royale focused on showing festive fun and mental fortitude against the ambiguous holiday tune with cover versions and mixes generally allowed. Okay. I learned about it 3 or 4 years ago, and now I play it. That's kind of fun. It was hilarious, Voldy, that you told me, because the funniest thing was I was playing it. When you stated you're avoiding the song and you had me on mute, you were just so funny because it was literally that exact song. So you saved yourself by also letting me know, but also now I know not to play that one. Yeah, maybe I'll just play a different version. Yeah, I never knew that existed. Which I guess if I was playing that this year, I would lose because I played it myself. But I would never be able to avoid it. My family listens to, we have a Christmas playlist that my sister and me used to listen to when we were kids. We made it so we could play it on Spotify. My sister remade the playlist. And now we listen to it every year. Without fail, we'll listen to the whole playlist and we will go and we cook. We bake pretty much. We bake cookies for about, once we get closer to the holidays, you'll see less streams. I just saw the Christmas theme and no, you love Christmas music, so I just do it to be safe. No, you're good. It's a great idea and good to know. Yes, I do like Christmas music. The only one I did make sure to also avoid was specifically, Finn doesn't like, what? Finn doesn't like Last Christmas, I think was the song. So I made sure to not have it on the screen and like I got rid of it out of the playlist right now. So you can currently hide things from any playlist you're using and or you got downloaded. So I literally just made sure I hid those two. I'm hiding those two songs so they don't come up. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So when we get close to the holidays, I will be less apparent because I will be baking cookies and sweets to my mom. We do it for about 5 to 6. We do probably five days of baking. Which is when we listen to the whole playlists. Hi, Michaela, welcome in. And we give out the sweets to family members because we have a lot of family that don't get presents during the year, the holiday cheer and stuff. Community Companion Dragon 2025 for the dragon in DDV. Oh, cute! Disney Dreamlight Valley. I haven't looked, but I'll definitely look, Voldy. It's so cute that you really like it. That's so fun and so sweet. Yeah! It's also just like a nice way to spend some time with my mom, like guaranteed time. Because it's hard to get my mom to like take a break. Because she works an insane amount. My mom is a superhero in my mind. She works like 80 hours. And has a crazy lifestyle. Like in the sense of like, she doesn't really take breaks and she doesn't really take time for herself. And so it leads to like a lot of burnout kind of things. So I have to like regulate her and come and hang over so that like she'll give herself some free time. Usually the way I coax her is by playing a video game with her. But with the cookies and the holiday stuff, it helps just like get her mind off of work and give herself some free time. Especially because my mom's birthday is Christmas Eve. So we always have to split that holiday into 3 segments. Searching for cookie and sweets redeemed. Okay. But yeah, I'll definitely send pictures to the Discord. But maybe I'll talk to my mom, and I can't do a live stream at her house. That would be really hard for me to do it because it would always be at her place because she's like one of those like model kitchens that's huge and has like a whole like island in the middle. So we always cook there because it's just a bit bigger than my sister and my mom in my house. But yeah, she wouldn't mind. I could definitely send pictures for sure. Or now I can also show pictures on stream. Just so you don't have to be in Discord if you don't want to, and then, you know, we could talk about them. Because we have a lot of, like, grandmother recipes that we carried on. Because sadly, my grandmother that was massively into cooking. Hold on, I'm going to turn myself a tiny bit up. That was massively into cooking with us. She passed a while back. And so we've just carried on the tradition of always making her sweets, too, as, like, a good way to remember her. Oh, man, a Christmas Eve, baby. It's a beautiful time of year, but that's a lot of holiday and celebration times. Yeah, Mick, it's so crazy. Kidding, just try and have fun. We will. No need to try. I always have a great time with my mom. My mom and me, over the years, have gotten a lot closer. Just due to the fact that I was the youngest between me and my sister, so I had a lot more time with my mom. And I also live closer. I live about the same distance as my sister does to my mom, but I'll hang out with her more. Stiggs, welcome in. How are you? I was thinking about you today. I was watching Just Andy 89, and he was playing Arc Raiders, and I was thinking about you, Stiggs. It made me be like, oh, dang, Stiggs would have fun. But yeah, Christmas Eve baby's crazy. Also, if you don't know, where I live, because I live up north. For the US-ish areas. And because of it, we get so much snow. I crashed out in Arc Raiders last night. No! I know, I got up. So me and Necro had board game night yesterday. So by that, I mean, we have like this, my sister, her husband, and then my childhood friends. 2 of them, that are both married, which is cute. We had all of us come together. And I kid you not, I got home and I was looking for a Stiggs raid. I was like, I saw Stiggs went online. I went to see a Stiggs raid. Stiggs not on. I went to look online as well, and I saw Finn also was on, and Finn post that he was streaming. Both of you were off. I was like, what is going on? Are we okay? You ended streaming everything? It was that bad? I'm so sorry, Stiggs. I saw that and I was like, bah, what? Right? It's okay. Sometimes you just need sometimes you just need to go away from the streaming. But I'm sorry to hear that. I kid you not. I was like, oh, I could go see how Stiggs is doing. I saw you were playing Arc Raiders. I'm like, I could hop in and see how his games are going. Maybe he's playing with the friends. And end of work was kind of shit and wasn't the best headspace for stream. Yeah, completely understandable. Sometimes you just need to put your end stream on yourself, you know? Sometimes if I am not mentally like ready to stream and I feel like my brain isn't in the right headspace, I just won't stream. Just because not that I can't stream in always the bestest of moods, because I do stream in not the bestest of moods at all times, but there's a difference between not being in like the best of moods and also just being in a bad headspace. So I'm happy you did that for yourself, you know? We gooping tonight though? We gooping? You gooping? You got the goops together? I hope today is going to be better. Whether you stream or not, I hope work isn't shit today. I agree. 100%. I hope we're all in a better headspace today. Hey, this is the time of year everybody has a bad time. By that I mean seasonal depression is a thing. The bad weather is a bad thing. You know, people are shacked up in their houses for long periods of time. 100%. it's like it could really mess with your fucking headspace. So take care of yourselves. Be gentle. Understand that, hey, you might not be in the best headspace right now. You might feeling a little down. It will pass, most likely just because of the weather. You're feeling a little sadder. Not sponsored by BetterHelp. Definitely not. But if you need to go see somebody, you are always in the right space to go get a therapist. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little help, especially from a seasoned or a professional. I personally need to do that myself. Sponsored by Fauna Help. Sponsored by Fauna wants you to get help. If you need help, you are the person to go get yourself help. I can be here and I can chat all you want and you can tell me about stuff going on. But I am not a professional. I do not claim I am a professional. There are people paid and who go to college for that. And literally go get yourself some help. Luna, welcome in. My daughter goes to therapy and I feel better when I sit in. Exactly. It's sometimes just nice to have somebody who won't judge you and who aren't in your dang life. And you could just let shit out and literally know nothing will hurt you, you know? Like, it won't get back to you. You're in a safe space. And I don't think there's ever been a time when they normally do worse for you to go to therapy. So it's always a good thing. Yeah, maybe I should go to myself. I think it's a smart idea, Stiggs, but only you can make that choice. Even with the Fauna here, who will tell you you should do it. Only you can make the choice to start up an appointment. But this is the time of year where everybody who's feeling a little down, who's feeling out of it, who has a rough day at work and like really needs somebody just to chat it up that isn't their family and just has a very objective point of view, go hang out with somebody. You know, go to therapy. Go counseling is a thing. Any of my school people, I know there's a couple of you. Poppy, nobody's here. Nobody's here. And if you're a school kid and you're at school, stop. Most schools have counseling. Calm down. It's okay. You don't need better help right now. You don't need therapy. You're a good puppy. Come here. I've got you. I know. It's okay. We have a Lily on our lap now. It's okay. Calm down. You're being a little loud. Bring the puppy barks down. That's good. You could do boofs. That's fine. Boofs are fine. No. Boofs. Boofs only, baby. It's okay. No. Calm down. It's cause Necro's not home, so she's just extra aggressively protect mode. The woofs are cute, aren't they? She just needs to calm down. There's nobody here. Oh, take the mic. It's okay. You need a little hug? No. Stop. It's okay. I have Jay and she listens to me, bitch. Yeah. But then, you know, sometimes it's nice to have somebody who isn't your, like, you don't feel, like, guilty for telling them all the time about it. Because everybody's got their own stressors, you know? It's okay. It's okay, little girl. It's okay, my little girl. Okay. But I haven't told you when you started working? No! You haven't told me when you start working, Lune. Oh. Nobody's home but us and the ghost. Lil. Hey, it's okay. She probably will not let this go unless I go check the door. So you might have to give me a second. I might go check it just to make sure she knows. You start today? Oh, congratulations! I'm so excited for you, Lune. I hope the workday goes well. I imagine it's orientation, unless you already had orientation. But yeah, I hope it goes well. It's okay. okay. It's okay, little girl. It's okay. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah, learn all you need and have fun and be safe. Exactly. I'm no longer an unemployed bitch. Ah! Puppy! Stop hitting my mic. I know. Okay, let me go. She's gonna not let this go. Okay. Let's go check the door. Let's go check the door. Come on. Let's go check it. What could be there? No one's here. No one's here. There wasn't even a person at the door. What the heck, Lil? Okay. Good girl. Stay there. Okay, we're locked in. When you get paid, can you bum me a 20 sticks? But yeah, we're good. What a watchdog. A watchdog that barks at probably the ghost. Okay, we're good. Are you good? Are you satisfied? This girl. My gosh. Well, you're just gonna hit little boofs every so often. She's still boofing. She should calm down. We did check it, so. But yeah. I did not know that there was a mini game for Wham. Sticks and Michaela, did you ever hear about this? I just found out from Voldy that there is a game called Whamageddon, which is you have to avoid the last Christmas song from Wham until the midnight of Christmas Eve, which is wild. I kid you not, Voldy came in and was like, wait, I've never heard of this. Right? I hadn't either, and I looked it up. And it is a thing. I've never heard of this. I wonder if this is like a specific place, but it does exist. It states it right here. And like it even states it down here. So I was like, dang, what? Yeah. So it's if you recognize the song, you're out. And you have to go until Christmas Eve. And even like remixes or anything else is fine. But I've never heard of this. I was, kid you not, Voldy came in, said that they were muted, and they were like, hey, I'm avoiding this song, and I hope you're not playing it. And guess what? I was playing it, and I'm so happy they came in and was muted, because they would have lost. And it would have been my fault. So happy I never knew anything about it. Right. I was literally talking about how I make sweets with my mom. And Michaela, we always play it every year, so there's no way. Is it just me, or do you try not to sing challenges the most easiest challenge? I could never, Lune. I sing too much. Though, some of the try not to laughs, like, hey, you can't laugh during this video or whatever, I have no problems. I don't know why, but I can really just be stone-faced, but that's just not very fun, right? How about try not to dance? I don't know. I really like dancing. I had a hard time with, what was it? There was a song I was listening to yesterday, and I kid you not, I was like, dang, does this song just make you want to dance? And on my walk back, like sometimes I think I took a break or something at one point. And you love dancing too much. I kid you not, while I was like listening to music, I think it was somebody else's. I think it was Lucky's stream. Lucky was having a song like that was playing in the background, and I was like, dang, I could dance to this. So I went away and came back, and I was doing like a little scooting booty, you know, a little back and forth little action. We don't talk about it. Looney, I didn't know you like dancing. That's cool. Honestly, it's called just being a little happy, and it's worth the singing and the dancing. Exactly. I could not sing. I just really like doing it. It's a fun thing. It's a passion project. I'm not saying I'm good at it, but I just like doing it, you know? And I think that's enough. I always had the perspective, my dad was always the different perspective of like, you have to be good to do singing. And my mom, love my mom, has no musical bone in her body. She loves singing in car rides. And we usually, she loves going in car rides with me because I will just like play the tunes I know she knows. And we'll just be singing in the car together. But my dad, whenever he's in the car with us, he's just like, stop singing. Yeah, you're not good at singing. Blah, 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 blah. So my mom will always like, wait. Until we're together, and then she's just like, it's just me and you. We can go off. And then at one point, she's like, I just like that you let me sing. And I'm like, Mom, I don't care how bad of a singer you are. I don't care if you're good or bad. I just enjoy hanging out. You don't have to be good to enjoy something. I play video games all the time. Exactly. If it's a good song, I'll sing it. Exactly. That's usually how it is. And me and my mom, we have like that communal bond where we're like, hey, we'll just sing in the car if we hear a song. Because, heck, might as well. Necro sometimes has to listen to my mom sing, and it's cute. He doesn't mind. But yeah. Just let it go. Just sing it out. Just let your bones do the talking, you know? You hear a good song? You want to drum on the little keyboards, or you want to like go like pa pa pa? Do it. But no time like the present, no time to be nervous about it. If I imagine myself playing the guitar, does that count as dancing? I would think so. I think air guitar is literally a dance move. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So the Wham thing, I could never make it through. My sister has made a playlist of Christmas music that we listened to when we were kids, and so the Wham song just wouldn't work. Dude, you're dude, is an asset for. Yes. Do you mean, dude, what is that ass for? My phone just hates me, period. That's why I'm replacing it. So it's an art form, yes, it counts. Exactly. I kid you not, I read asset for. I was like, what are you? Michaela's bringing out the asset diagnostic. I mean, what else is that ass for, right, Michaela? Gotta dance it away. I think it's funny too. Dude, what is your ass for? Or maybe what isn't ass for, if not to dance? What that ass do exactly? God damn. Yeah. Shake what your mama gave you. Yes, exactly. Can you imagine, like, letting all that good go to waste? If you've got something, you know, a little more voluptuous, might as well flaunt it, right? You only live once. YOLO, someone state. You gotta give that asset some room. Let them breathe. All booties are welcome here. Oh yeah, I love specifically Stiggs' little booty one. Is always so cute to me. I always use it all the time. I hate that I cannot find them easily when I am streaming. Excuse me. Yeah. This one. I love this emote. Yeah, even flat ones. All booties are welcome. All individuals are welcome. It literally states one of my tags is literally I think all is welcome is what it states. I can't remember exact wording. Yeah, safe place for everyone, including all of the booties, the flats, the nons, the ones that have a little dentin in them from, I don't know, an accident, or have only half an ass. Maybe you had a problem and they had to take half your booty. You're still welcome. I've never seen a one ass half-assed individual, but I'm sure they exist. There's always something that's going on. You know, maybe your booty could have like, I don't know, some type of disease, and they needed to take half a shell. Yes! Look at all these booties! Even one cheek wonders if you get the reference. I'm subbing to you with my first paycheck. Exactly. Yeah. See, Looney said the same thing. Oh, fun talking about the half-assed individuals. No, one-assed specifically, not half-assed. The one-assed individuals. gotta put some respect on it, right, Michaela? We can't be words and things. We can't be insulting now. We gotta give them the respect they need. I kid you not, my brain is a little kerfuffled. I'm living on the 3 hours today, and I kid you not, because of it, I might seem a little more scatterbrained than normal. Now, it happens. It just does. I tried my very best to fall asleep last night, but I kid you not, my brain decided it's time to go like, have you ever seen that one emote where it's like that person that's like, that was like that lady with all the quantum physics in the air and all the math equations? That was literally my brain last night. It just would not stop. I kept thinking about everything and anything, and I needed to calm down. And I have like a sleepy tea now that I take right before bed, and it usually gets me at least tired. Or like starting to feel like I can fall asleep. And like right after 30 minutes, I kid you not, I just could not for the life of me go to bed. I had so much like, I kid you not, I did have so much like anxiety of stuff going on. And maybe this is my own thoughts of I should just go and try to do therapy myself. But I have friends, I talked to them yesterday at board game night. We were talking about like medical and also mental illnesses and just needing to go to the doctors, but my doctor's appointment isn't until like March. And the necro was talking to me last night about going to my OBGYN again, because it's been again 2 years. So I should probably make an appointment for that. But I hate making appointments. I don't know about you guys, but literally calling and or doing an appointment, if it isn't just able to be texted or it's like not one easy thing to do, I get so like either anxious of doing it or having to talk to someone. I have to feel like I have to put a lot more effort in to like be that person that's on the phone with it. So I kid you not, I just will like sometimes just procrastinate the shit out of it. And Necro's like, you really need to. It's because it just like, I've had a lot of stuff. I want to listen to music. I'll be back. Maybe. Love y'all. Love y'all. Have a good night. Good day. Whatever, Lune. So yeah, I had all that happen. Words and things. So yeah, I need to do those. I need to make appointments. I need to just remind myself to do it. But yeah, we were talking about that. Love you long time. Sounds good. Yeah, enjoy your music. Have a good time. What else was I gonna say? Words, things. Oh yeah. Girl, I'm the same. I'm happy we are. We're so like, I kid you not, you know when you like your birds flock together, when you all like get into a call and you all pretty much like me and you are both the type of people that are like, no, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. I need to do PCP, dentist, OBGYN, everything that we've moved now that we moved. Oh, that's rough. I need to go finish the changing of the name. I kid you not, like I had done it all online, and then it said I need to go in, and that's like that's a far enough drive where I have to make a whole event for it. That's like a 20-minute drive, not like a 5-minute down the road or anything. And it's in like a really not great part of town because of what county I'm in. That part of the county isn't the best, but where I'm at, it's very safe. So I have to go in like not the best area. So I would have Necro come with me. But the time frame of when like the courthouse is kind of open, Necro really can't come unless he makes like time to go, which then it's like, do I want to be that person who pushes it off so long and then makes Necro have to go with me? Like, I don't want to be a hassle. But I do have a dentist. I did have a dentist appointment, and I went, Mick, right after. It was the same day I called in, was like, hey, do you have a dentist appointment available? And they got me in literally the same day. They're like, hey, do you have, like, time? Can you get here in, like, 30 minutes? And I'm like, sure. And then I realized all of my tires were fucking flat. My car, because I haven't driven it in so long. We usually just drive Necros around. And then I had to fucking fill up my tires. I was stressing out because I was freaking late. And I was like, ah! So I had to call him and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. Every single tire of mine is flat. It'll take me an extra like 15-ish minutes. And I kid you not, Mick, I live like 15 to 20 minutes from this dentist place, and I was filling up tires. I was stressing. I literally called Necro. I was kid you not, almost crying on the phone because I hate being late. And the fact that I had 30 minutes to get this done, they were like, hey, you need to get there in 30 minutes. I'm like, I can't. So Necro's like, just call them, let them know. They'll be fine, I'm sure. And if you need to reschedule, that's fine. I'm like, but what if they reschedule and then I don't feel like doing it? So I kid you not, I was like, I need this appointment. I can't not go to this appointment because if I don't go, I won't go to another one for a while. So I called and they were like, yeah, it's totally fine. Be 15 minutes late. That's fine. No problem. I'm late to everything. I can't. I literally like, I get more stressed about being late than everything else. Then you start all over. Yes, exactly. So I called in. They were so nice, and they're like, yeah, it's totally fine. I'm gonna switch myself to just chatting for now. Maybe we just chat, you know? Maybe we all just needed a chat day. We did a music day yesterday, and we did progress yesterday. I'm not stressed about this game. But I kid you not, I always like to be early than late, and I kid you not, I called and was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry, I can't get this." And then I maybe did not do a very non-reckless thing, but I may have driven. My car goes to 35 for every tire. I definitely drove on like 24 on those tires, every single one. And I kid you not, when I get into my car and it starts to go off with the light of like, hey, I've had this slow leak in my tires, but do I really want to go get it fixed? No. So yeah, I kid you not, I just do not like going to appointments are freaking frustrating to me. I hate them. Even just taking the dog to get a groomer appointment, it makes me weirded out. I don't know why, but like going there, and it's only me that can go. Necro can never go anymore because our groomers used to be 15 minutes away. So Necro was able to go, come back, and be fine. Now it's 30 minutes to get like 20. I think it's actually 25, but that's enough time where Necro can't just like take time off of work to go take Lily to the groomers and come back. So I kid you not, these groomers have definitely talked about me and Necros and like our relationship too, because my parents also go to the same groomers. They've definitely talked about it to my parents, and I definitely know that they feel a certain way about me doing it because I quotations don't always make every appointment because I kid you not, I'm not always on point to looking at my phone for specifically what's going on that day. And if me and Necro don't check it and be like, yeah, there's an appointment this day, I'll just forget it. Or it'll be way too early. They only had an early morning appointment, and I am not an early morning riser, which is how my schedule has been with sleeping. So it's like, damn. I'm late to everything, and you start over. Yeah. Me too, but never intentionally. My sister's always late, but my sister's like, what do you consider an acceptable late? My sis is always like, I think the longest she's ever been late has been like 40-ish minutes. But normally the average around like 15 to 20 minutes, which we always just give the grace period. So whenever whenever my mom has a certain time that she needs us to be out of the house by and like to do something with her, I'm always like, hey, make sure you let Mocha know, like, the time frame is actually 20 minutes before, because then you're late, and you know it's not that bad. 5 to 10 minutes. I 100% think 5 to 10 minutes is not that bad. 5 to 10 minutes is very acceptable late. Honestly, I wouldn't even. That's like a late that most people wouldn't be frowned upon for. Maybe someday soon we need an MFS repo day. I'd be down. If you ever want to, Stigs, we could always do it. I think also Mick has Lethal. And maybe some other game. I can actually look what Mick has. Hold on. I always love that I can see what you guys have in your libraries, because it's very good and convenient for community games, just to see what we could play together. Not that I always, you know, look, but I always be looking. 10 to 20 minutes. More than 30, it's like, oh shit, late. Yeah. More than 30, I get people being upset for being late. We should play Lethal. Yeah. Mick, you don't have Lethal? Oh, no, you do. Mick, you have Dead by Daylight? I've actually been thinking about Lethal a lot lately. I rebun Lethal. It would be so fun. We need to play on a night. Yes. We need to. Oh, I do? Mick, do you like Dead by Daylight? I never knew you played it. Necro loves Dead by Daylight. Or can't say loves. Used to play a lot at Dead by Daylight. To the point where, like, it was this whole streaming thing for, I think, honestly, 2 years of the streaming that he was doing. Was just a lot of that, and then every so often sprinkled in an RPG, like, words. An RPG, like, horror game. But that was his whole thing. He freaking loved Dead by Daylight. Most of his clips, this man is Dead by Daylight fiend. Portal 2, Phasmo, Peak, Monster Prom was so fun, Mick. Michaela, we should go back to it. Stardew, Schedule 1, Rhythm Doctor? I've only played it twice. What? Dead by Daylight? What the heck is Rhythm Doctor, and why do we both own this? Early access? What is this game? What is this game? Oh, this is a game Necro would have played. DBD. Oh, yeah. Monster Prom was fun. You think, Stigs, would you play Monster Prom with us? It's scary hard, but so fun. Are you talking about Monster Prom or Dead by Daylight for that part? I think you mean DBD. It's scary hard, but so fun. Yeah. Maybe. With ya? Yes? Ooh, maybe we get Stigs a date for Monster Prom. I feel like Stigs would be honestly into Polly. Polly the little ghost. No, Rhythm Doctor. Oh, it's scary hard, but so fun. Okay. What else do we have? We have Golf with Friends, which is always a game. It's a game that Necro likes playing better than I do. Let's do Monster Prom. That'd be fun. It's also not that much on Steam. I think it's on sale. Mick also has content warning, though I feel like content warning kind of happened, and then it had its place, and then it kind of stopped being cool because they changed a lot, and it used to be like a lot more free stuff, but now you have to, like, not that you have to pay actual money, but you have to pay money in the game that is in the game, and you have to play so many rounds to get the stuff to buy the stuff when it used to just be free. And I really don't quite like that they changed it like that, because now it's not as yeah, it was a moment, but not anymore. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that game that existed. It was fun. You have to play with the correct people, but it's not hitting the same kind of things. I like the other co-op games. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think that's good. We could do. I think we should definitely try to do Monster Prom sometime with Styx. And that we could just chat for a long time because that game we can honestly do the shorter version too if we don't want to waste like a whole 5-ish hours doing it all. Yeah, and then we could see if Styx wants to do any voices. Maybe Styx wants to do some, or Styx can just do base voice and put it towards certain guy characters. I'm here for whatever we end up doing. I just like playing with friends. What can I say? I just like playing with you guys. It'd be so funny to. It'd be so cool to see Styx try to do voices with us. Styx is trying to get me to play Octopath, so this is a way to get Styx to do it. We tap and play around too much. We do. I think the shorter would be fun, and then it's like it doesn't take as long. I think that one only takes like 2-ish to 3-ish hours, which is pretty much where we want to be. When I was told like we had to do the longer, and I said it originally we should do shorter, and they were like, well, I'm only doing this once, so if we're doing it, we got to do it longer. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, but just saying, like, sometimes short is good, sometimes short is good. Hold on, I need to change something real quick. I just realized something, and that's making me not like it. There we go. Alright. I'm not scared. You're not scared to do voicing? It'll be so fun! I don't think I've ever seen you try to do voicing. Do you think... I wonder what your... Like, can you do accent? Styx, you do D&D! You could do voices. I can imagine with the 3 of us, I think there's like 6 main characters and a lot of side ones. We'll be fine. We can make it happen. There's a specific character in Monster Prom that I really liked. That is voiced. We could also do voiced. We could also do the voiced ones where it actually has like a voice to them. He does charisma. Yeah. We could do the fully voiced game because there is, I believe, Jacksepticeye voiced a character in Monster Prom, and Markiplier also voiced a character in Monster Prom. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure they both voiced. And a couple others. I don't know. I would definitely be down. Who? I think we have to do fully voiced for me to remember. Monster Prom VAs. Voice actors. Okay. Monster Prom full cast and crew. So they did have Shane McLaughlin, which is Jacksepticeye as a voice. He does a specific robot, which we never ended up meeting, which I'm kind of sad we didn't meet because it would have been cool. It didn't age well. I need to hear my guys right. It did not age well, but Chaotic is in it, which at that point I did think he was cool, but now he's kind of fell out of fashion. Felicia Day is in it, which Felicia Day is in a lot of things I have watched. Erika Ishii is also Valerie, which I do know her. Who else? Aaron Hansen, which is from the Game Grumps. Who else? Song-Wong Cho. He's Interdimensional Prince. And I believe he does a lot of voicing for a lot of the characters and other things. I just can't remember exactly what he does, but I remember him existing and who he was. And then otherwise, that's pretty much it for who I actually know. Now, there's probably other characters we do know that exist in this cast that I just can't remember who they are, but that's fine. Like Nathan Sharp, I'm sure is somebody interesting, and he does something cool. He's in Dream Daddy as well. Oh wait, he's a composer. Oh no, he's a voice actor. He's a voice actor, musician, and game commentator. He's done Dream Daddy. He's done Fairy Tale. Ooh. He's done Five Nights at Freddy's. Interesting. He was in Monster Prom 2. So nice. So mostly awesome people. Yes, exactly. I'm like, mostly. Oh, FNAF? Yeah, isn't that cool? But yeah, I think it's always a fun time. I'm debating, like, do I play a game, or do we just go off the wall, do something else? Like, I know, what was it? Finn was talking about doing that personality test thing, which is like your whatever your words, your letters are. They have like 4 letters, and then it's called 16 personalities, I think. We could do that. I haven't taken that personality test in like, I don't know, like a year or 2. I know some of the questions can be a little bit on the wall of like personal, but not too bad. I don't think it's like anything crazy. Oh, that's interesting. Yes. If you haven't done 16 personalities as a test, it is cool. I believe I actually back, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years ago, I might have paid to get the actual like full thing, like where they send you an email about it. Here, I'll post it, and if you wanted to do it, you can. I do suggest taking it. It's kind of a fun thing, and you don't have to get the full thing. It just tells you what personality you kind of lined up with. You do Unstricken, then I duel? Yeah, guys, do it. Here, there it is. There's your link. You can copy, paste it, or bookmark it. And Stiggs, because I know you're at work, I'll DM it to you. Because I don't know if you have your phone on you. Wait. What? What, Mick? MFS personality test stream? Do you want me to wait then? I could not do it. If you could do a personality test stream, that'd be cute. All right, hold on. And then we could just talk. Sticks, why are we not? We chat enough. Why is this game? This is not immediately pulling you up. There you go. There you go. No, do it. If you do it, if you'd like, it was a fun idea. I thought it was a fun idea. And it's like we could still keep chatting it up, talk about stuff. But then it's like we could just also just have something in the background to chill and like talk about ideas and personalities. Hold on, let me change this whole title then. Give me a second. Well, maybe we'll play Baby 16 after. I don't think it takes that long for the test. I think it's like maybe 30-ish minutes to fill it all out. If you take a long time in all the questions. I think it actually tells you a timeline. There's a short quiz and a long quiz. I suggest the long one. The short one will give you sometimes not the most accurate, so I think the long one's kind of worth it. Why did my stream kind of like close enough where I can't just immediately change my title? Ah! Hold on. Alright, let's do it. Chatting it up and doing a quit personality quiz. Later, some FF16. There you go. Should work. People can't be mad about it. Okay. So, let's go over. I can also talk about what I've gotten in the past. Do we like the music? I could also switch it to like an actual like playlist. I like this now. Currently, we'll keep it. And then if I get annoyed by the chill, I'll switch it to an actual song like that like a personal song playlist. Also, music is fine. Okay. I was gonna say, do you want me to do it to actual music? I think it's chill as fuck. It's chill as fuck. Boy! I always like chill music. I kid you not. I don't know if you guys. I have this where if I get overly stimulated by my music, I will just stop being able to talk. I don't know if you have that. I imagine I don't think Stigs does. Stigs has some bangers that he's be playing. Okay. But I also feel like, no, I'm a chill person. I can't be, you know, fucking slamming a sit pisser for funsies. All right. So this is kind of like the quiz and how you take it. We'll keep it zooms. Complete the test. Be yourself. Answer honestly. You'll fill out your personality test. Use detailed results. How you like your personality influences many areas of your life, and then unlock your potential is what it states. What the fuck did you just say? You heard me. The song I played. Stigs, if slamming a sit pisser for funds. Stigs, if you were there when I was singing, there was a certain song I sang that was literally called Sit Pissers. And you may have missed it because I think you were watching Lucky, which is totally fine. It's fine. You just missed a moment. But there is a song, and sometimes you just gotta be singing some weird shit that I only know how to rap. And I don't. Me and Nick had a whole conversation about it. I'm like, I really shouldn't have just been. Because Finn was like, what rap songs do you know to rap fully? And I'm like, the only ones I know are just off the wall songs that I just like listening to. All right, hold on. I need to get rid of this border because this is going to bother me. Get rid of you. Goodbye, border. You don't need to be boarded up. Okay, we're here. So, there's a lot of these bubbles, and this is just going to be how it is. I don't think this is... It didn't ask me if I want to do the long or short. So I imagine this is just the long. Unless it tells me otherwise. So I'm going to be answering as honestly as I can. And I'm going to tell you, some of these questions might seem off the wall for how it seems like I am. But I also just am a type of person that... I exude, I guess, an aura or whatever. But most of the time, I can state I'm like, I could be in between for a lot more things. I've taken this. Okay, let's talk about this. I've taken this before. And you see all these letters and stuff? I always end up in diplomats, which is intuitive, feeling personalities, known for empathy, diplomatic skills, and passionate idealisms. I always end up in this spot. I am always into my feelings, always be putting them out there, and I always be using my intuition for a lot of stuff. So, yeah. I ended up, in the past, I used to be a campaigner, which is somebody who's enthusiastic, creative, sociable, free spirits who always find a reason to smile. That was, I think, I think I took this test. Thank you for that. I think I actually took this test in high school. And at one point during high school, because they made you take this, I believe I got mediator, which is poetic, kind, altruistic people who is eager to help for a good cause. Then I took it again out of college, out of high school, did this in college, got campaigner. And I kid you not, I think more recently, like the last time I took this, what do you think Bikini would be? I don't quite know. I'd have to look at the names again. But I ended up getting advocate, which is a quiet, visionaries, often serving, inspiring, and tireless idealisms. Me? You? Let me look. So I actually I do not think Stigs would be in the diplomats. I think Stig uses a lot more logic than me. Observant, judging, known for their practical and focus on order, security, and stability. I think known for the spontaneity, ingenuity, and flexibility. Impartial, rational, and partially into intelligence, excellence. Okay, I think Stigs would be in specifically the Sentinel area. No, not diplomatic at all. No, I think Stigs, you would be in the Sentinel area. Because I do think you have, with your day-to-day life, I feel like you use a lot of observational skills to get you through. And I think because of it, you don't You use more of your you're not, how do I state this? You are so wonderful of a friend, but I know deep down you look at somebody and there is some like a little bit of judgment. Then I can tell like behind it all that you already have like a idea of how this person is. Not that you can't see them as differently, and not that you are like stuck in your ways and that's how they are, but you always have like a thing, like a kind of like a, you think of the worst case scenario and then you're pleasantly surprised if it's not that, is what I think. So, oh, I'm so judgmental. I know, it's okay though. Maybe you would be, I don't think you're extroverted. I think you're an introverted individual. Okay. That one, what's this? What's the difference between this one and this one? Feeling judging. Often tend to be warm, unassuming in their steady ways. Efficient responsibility gives care to practical ideals in their life. All right. I think, Stigs, you're extremely extroverted. You think so? Really? You think you're extremely extroverted? I think when you take this quiz, Stigs, I think you're actually not gonna be as extroverted as you think. But, all right, if depending on if you're extroverted, we'll state that you are. You'd either be an executive, which is, I don't know. What's this one? No, I think you're 100% executive. I think you're an excellent organizer, unsurpassed at managing things or people, which means you're an extrovert, you're observant, you're thinking, and you use judgment traits. They possess great fortitude, empathetically following their own sensible judgment. They offer to serve as a stability force among others and are able to follow solid direction amidst adversity. I think that's if you're extroverted. But what I don't think you're going to get is that. I actually think you're going to get logistical? What is this word? Logistician. Logistician. Logistician? I've never heard of this word. I've only heard of using logic, but never a logistician? What the frick is this word? But I think you're this. And I think you're going to come out as an introvert. But who knows? Maybe you'll surprise me. Also, do not take this as a, you need to click certain things because you think you're going to get a certain way. I think you should be very honest with this quiz and take it how you would, because it helps a lot more with like being able to answer some of the questions that you're like, well, how do I present myself? How do I work in the workplace? How's my career path? Stuff like that. Friendships. It also gives you conclusions, like what things you should be thinking about are your strengths and your weaknesses. It's very good. I like this. Anyway, a logistician is a practical, fact-minded individual who's reliable cannot be doubted. Yo, JP, welcome in. Hello, how are you? You're playing Pokemon Legends? I need to be like frame one. Hope you be well. Hope you be well, JP. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for following. Pick Among Us. Welcome in. I'm sick, sadly. Oh, but I need to help my grandma today. Oh, JP, rest well. Make sure you help the grandma and then get some sleeps. Some well-needed sleeps. Anyway, welcome in, Raiders. Hello. I hope you enjoy being dropped off. We made it out of one forest with this one. You did, and then you made it into another. Hi, Silas. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for coming with the raid. Arrow, good to see you again. Okay. And then Lenny, good to see you. How are you? Add why? No! Okay. I'll keep talking to you, Michaela, and you, Stigs, and then we'll chat it up once the ad's done with them. But yeah, I think you'd be this one, a logistician, because they are a person who tends to be reserved yet willful, a rational outlook on life. They compose their actions carefully and carry out methodical purpose. I do think this is Stigs. Stigs is definitely a person who is observant, thinking, and does use judgment on a lot of things. And then I would state they are an introvert. But just my thoughts. You could get something else. All right, Mick, what would you be? Okay, hold on. Let's look. What would Mick be? I think Mick is definitely an extrovert. If I had to give a guess, I would think so. I would think Mick's an extrovert, like more extroverted than me and Six. Just how Mick acts. Well, not in a bad way. I just feel that way. Okay, so I do think Mick could be in an explorer route. Me, extroverted? Nah. Are you? Are you really not? Oh, okay. Mick is a commander, always telling Tendi what to do. No. I think Mick, hold on, let me stop this. Why are there so many? Release me. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry about your ads. It just happens. I have a big ad thing, and then when it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? Here. We'll put the jail ones in there. You'll be out soon. Okay. There's also, let me get rid of my box real quick so you could actually see. Well, let me just make it bigger. There. We'll use this one. Just so we can see it all. Chat box is gone though. Where's the chat box? It's fine. We don't need it. I honestly think be released. Welcome in. Hi, Silas. I'm so sorry about the ads. Welcome in, raiders. I'm sorry about the ads. It just happened that it lined up where we got raided and immediately the ads happened. I do not have pre-rolls. It just ended up happening. Welcome in. Thank you so much for waiting. And thank you for raiding and being a part of the raid. Also, hi, JP. I understand. Go take care of yourself. Also, welcome in everybody else who came in through the raid. I appreciate you all. We are definitely just chilling right now. We are talking about doing the personality test, and some of my other friends were trying to figure out what this is, and we were talking about it for a while, as well as stuff like that. So thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you're down to just, I guess, learn more about me, and we could talk about the fun stuffs like this. All right, hold on. So I was talking to Michaela and Stiggs about what I think they are, but maybe there'll be something else. Very possible. You think Mick is bold, innovative, strong-willed leaders, always finding a new way or making a new one? I think Mick could end up in diplomats like me, because I do think Mick could be a protagonist, which is charismatic, inspiring leaders, able to mesmerize their listeners. Because if you haven't noticed, Michaela Faith loves chatting it up with the chat, and I love it. The just chatting streams are very real. And I believe you could be that, which also could work with the, yeah, same. Definitely a hybrid. I could be either extrovert, introvert, depending on my mood, for sure. Nah, I probably am, but I have so many instances that make me introvert that that makes sense. Yes. I'm a chatterbox. I love that. It's so cute. I love that you're a chatterbox, and I'm always here for it. So I think you could be a protagonist. But I could actually see you in explorers, which is more on the realm of they're more whimsical and more spontaneous. I don't know how spontaneous you are, Michaela, overall, but I could see you as an entertainer, which is somebody who's energetic, enthusiastic, life is never boring around them. Or you could be an entrepreneur, which is smart, energetic, very perceptive people who truly enjoy living on the edge. No, I don't think you're that. Maybe adventurous, flexible, and charming artist, always ready to explore and experience something new. Practical, experimenters, master of all kinds of tools. You could either be an entertainer in this list or an adventurer. Or I could think of you as either. Because this one is you're introvert, observant, feeling, and use prospecting. Me? Smart? Nah. No. You're fine. Smart isn't always, like, the first thing, sometimes when they list at the top is not always the best way to describe the thing. I always, like, go read down, figure it out. But adventurers are flexible, charming, always ready to explore and experience new stuff. And then this one, which was, I don't think you 100% live on the edge is kind of why I didn't pick that one. But entertainers are spontaneous and energetic and enthusiastic people. Life is never boring around them, which I think could be you too. So I think you'd be between extrovert, observant, feeling, and prospecting traits, or the introvert with the same things. I can be spontaneous sometimes, but I feel I can approach things to be a more cautious POV. Okay. You could also be the defender, which I believe is what is very dedicated, warm protectors, always ready to defend their loved ones. That could be you too. I want to be Star too, right? So yeah. I don't quite know where we'd end up. So I think you would be, I'm going to write it down. And then I will see what you guys end up getting whenever you take it on your own. Alright? I'm going to write down my predicaments, my choices. I have 4 for Michaela, because Michaela's a little harder, because I don't know. I've known Stiggs a little bit longer. So I could feel out Stiggs a little more. Because I've actually IRL hung out with him. So I could be like, hey, bro. I see how you look. How you be looking around. So you're IFP. ESFP. Defender. ISFJ. Or ENFJ. Alright, that is Michaela. Or Stiggs. Which Stiggs I think is only 2. I've narrowed him down more. I'll take it before I go gooping tonight. So what is gooping? What are you doing gooping? I have tonight. We have something going on. Words, things. I can't remember what we were doing tonight. What do we have going on? Get something. What are we doing? Let me look at my phone. Hold on. Does Necker have anything on the calendar? No. What are we gonna do today? Maybe. Are we gonna go shopping, maybe? No, we weren't shopping today. I don't quite know what we were gonna do. My brain really thinks Necro said something to me this morning that was like, we're doing this today. I will fight people. I know. That's how I believe it. It's burnt peanut saying for loot when you kill somebody in Ark. Oh, okay. Got it. All right, so where is it? So I believe Stiggs is more this, but I'll put the other one in case you're not an introvert. STJ. All right. And it's cool because if you don't know, what is it? Specifically, Japan uses these as like, they won't tell you they're not hiring you for this, but they will state like, we're really looking for this kind of person, and then put out that they want this kind of person, like personality test wise, which is just an interesting perspective. And you do have to put these in when you get hired there, so it is like something some companies do take into account. I don't follow a lot of big streamers, but I fucking love Peanut. I've never met Peanut nor watched any Peanut streams. But sounds good. Okay. I wrote it down, so we'll see what you guys end up getting. Do you have an idea of what I would be? I think I still would be. I'm probably more likely to be the diplomats. Dang, no prediction for me? Nabu, I know you probably took this at some point, right? I was just saying because these two were talking about doing it on the streams. And I know we were talking about doing a whole podcast thing about it. So that's why I was down to write down their predictions. I've only been seeing a lot of Peanut clips lately. Oh, okay. He won VTuber of the Year because of trolls. Oh, you may have taken it before. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I was gonna say these two have not, so that's why I was making predicaments. Yeah, I did. I think I do remember seeing that he got VTuber of the Year, which is quite a choice. And then people were like, "Is it really a VTuber because he's a guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, still fucking VTuber." And I heard a lot of people were upset about it, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's take it, right? Let's go through the questions. Again, it will be a just bar from one to the other on how hard you disagree and agree. So this is like strong agree. This is slight. This is I don't know, like strongly 100% agree. I somewhat agree. Slightly agree, neutral, slightly disagree, somewhat agree, disagree, and then strongly disagree. Make sure you read through the question carefully, because sometimes they'll say a thing and it sounds like what you want it to be is a yes, but sometimes the yes is a disagree. So just be careful on how they word it. Sometimes they're a little weird. Pookins are the pookiest of them all, predicted in facts. True. Easy. The answer is there. All right. So do you regularly make new friends? I would say, depending on the situation and where I'm at, I say I somewhat agree. It's harder for me to state I make new friends, but in the fact of the space that we are in, it's like either a somewhat or slightly. But I think it's somewhat because I do end up in other people's streams and do grow the sphere a bit. I do not think I'm a hard agree. I do not make enough new friends for that. I am not a person who surrounds myself with new friends all the time. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. I would state that I would rather have the simple and straightforward ones because it's less likely for me to deviate from it compared to complex and novel ideas. It can sometimes like over complicate things. So I would think I'm not a hard disagree because I still think some novel ideas are interesting and do need to be thought through. So I'm like a somewhat disagree. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than the factual arguments. That is very true. I am a very emotional person when it comes to my things that I think and how I work on a day-to-day basis. Dude, I'm in the same. Exactly. So I think I would be maybe, am I a hard agree? Okay. Emotionally, then you would be factual arguments. Yes. Sometimes facts are important though. And I don't like misinformation. So maybe we do like a somewhat. Your living and workspaces are clean and organized. Hard agree. I have a very, like, currently, this is the most messy I have it, but I could see a good amount on my desk. Like, I know where everything is. I have a place for everything. I'm like very meticulous, like almost OCD levels of how I keep my space organized. And I get very upset if something is taken from my space and I do not know where it is. So it's a hard agree. You usually stay calm even during under pressure. I can handle pressure really well. So I would actually say even under a lot of pressure, I would state I'm a somewhat. I still get stressed out. Oh, I'm a slob. I can't deal. I literally can't deal with like too much slobness. Like specifically my desk is like, I have the most I have messy is I have like 2 boxes right now of the decks from from when we did that stream. And it's just to remind me that I need to send out those postcards. But otherwise, like, I have dice in my area, but it's like a very like controlled, clean environment. Like I can't deal with it. You find ideas of networking and promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Correct. I do. I do not like promoting myself. I'd rather just be friends with people instead of trying to promote myself in network. So I would be, I'd be a hard agree. I think that's also a big reason of why I maybe haven't grown as much. If it's too clean if I can't find it. It's too clean if I can't find anything. Michaela. Yeah, I don't do well with promoting. I think that's also why sometimes the stream takes a little bit of a crash from my promotions, is just because I don't do promotions and I don't like doing them. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. I am a huge procrastinator, as we just talked about appointments. So I would be, well before the deadline. No, I'm a hard disagree. I'm a big procrastinator. Sometimes the procrastination makes me stressed, but I feel even worse otherwise. If I do it too early. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. I think I agree. I very much agree. I don't know if it's a hard agree or a somewhat agree. Numbers or data. Stories and emotions. I can be moved very easily. Sometimes the numbers, I think, takes away from the humanity of it all, and like how many people it's affecting. If you just read a number of this many people had this thing affect them, it's hard to think of that number unless you see that many people. So I'm a somewhat. I still do think numbers and data do matter, like specifically like medical wise they matter, but I still think the emotions and stories are a pretty hard agree for me. You like to use organization tools like schedules and lists. So, okay. I stated I'm very organized desk-wise. I do not do well with schedules and lists. I do well with grocery shopping lists, but not day-to-day schedule. When I was in high school, though, and college, I did use a planner. So maybe I would be like, I'd be a slight. Data is the most important thing. But I'm a big softie and I have a hard time saying no if we connect on an emotional level. Exactly. And it's hard for me to state that, like, just because you may have a difference in opinion than me, it doesn't mean you're less of a person or that we can't find some common ground another way. So that's, hello. You're being crazy. Calm down. Hold on. Are we gaming right now? What is going on with this playlist? There was another one that I know is in here that I want to hit because it's a good one. Where is it? It's like the bottom of this thing. Ah! Come on. There we go. Okay. We're back. We're so back. But yeah, I 100% think that our opinions can be different, but doesn't mean, yeah, we had a late night political talks and we're still friends. Exactly. And we don't always have the same view. And I think that if you live in an echo chamber where nobody thinks differently than you, it stop. That it can make it like you don't grow as a person. That song went too hard. Wait, you want to go back? Really? Okay. Do you want me to play like normal music? Because we could have normal music in the background. I just think while we're taking the playlist, my actual brain can't handle too crazy of a song. I know this one's fine. I've listened to this one. Oh, good enough. But I kid you not, my brain's like, bro, I'm trying to think of like words. There's no challenges or growth opportunities when you're too like-minded. Exactly. So yeah. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. No. I know myself well enough to know what I know and my abilities. There is some things that I don't think a small mistake. I think mistakes are important in life. If you don't make mistakes, you don't grow as a person. You feel comfortable just walking up to somebody you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Depends on the time and place. At conventions, I know we have something we like, right? And they're in the cosplay. It's very easy for me to be like, I know they like this anime. I can go up to them and talk to them about it. But, I'm not about to walk up to any man on the street or any woman on the street. If they see me, or any person on the street that seems interesting, I'd strike up a random conversation. Ain't me. I'm constantly growing as a person. I make mistakes 24/7. Exactly. Mistakes just what makes you human. No, Sticks is jamming. Okay. I think in the past, I used to be a harder agree that I've grown now in the future. I think some people I could like talk to in specific. This feels very Christmassy. It is! It's a lo-fi Christmas music playlist. So it is Christmassy. But I didn't want to do like full Christmas songs unless we want to. We could strike those up. But I don't feel like this playlist is very this personality cast is very Christmassy. All right. You are too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Now, I'm a little bit more of a disagree. I do like listening about various creative works and learning about them. Fun fact, I took a class that was called, literally it was called, art appreciation. It was literally just a class about appreciating art. And I thought it was a very cool class. And it's cool to know that things could be taken so differently. I don't know if I'm a somewhat or a slightly. Maybe I'm a somewhat. I'm not a hard disagree. I think I like learning people's perspectives. I've been looking for a Christmas lo-fi playlist. Can't find one I'm really vibing with, but I love this one. Mick, I've got you. Also, this playlist, hold on. This playlist can be played without having any copyright issues. So if you plan to put this on YouTube later, 100% I've got you. I took an anime appreciation class. We had to write essays. I took an art appreciation class and I had to go to the art museum and pick out an art piece I really liked and talk about how it made me feel, as well as the actual interpretation of the art to what it made me feel like. Yeah, we took a music appreciation class in college. It's where Tendy and I met. Oh, that's so cute. What the heck? What were your guys' degrees? I don't even think did you guys finish the degree? Or did you just go, what was your degree at the time? Is a better question. And I don't mind if you don't need to tell me if you did get the degree or not, but just so cool. So different. Yeah, you guys are so different degrees. What was your degrees? That's so cute though. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Facts over people's feelings. Prioritize facts over people's feelings. I am a slight disagree. I do think there is a reason why facts exist for some things over people's feelings, it seems like I would be choosing the facts over people, which is hard to say I would, because I don't think overall I would. Like, if it's a better for your health, but they don't want to do it, I would tell them that they should listen to what is better for your health. I got lost on my way to college. That's totally fine. A lot of people do. And you know what? You're still a great person, even though you didn't need to go, you know? I have some friends that are like that. We both got degrees. His is in software engineering, and mine's in accounting. Aww. I think I do know you got an accounting degree. I didn't know his is in software engineering. That's very cool. My brother-in-law is also in software engineering. That's very fun. I like that. Mine and Necro's degrees are incredibly different too. I'm environmental conservation with a concentration in business management, and Necro's is just business. I believe his is computer science business degree, something like that. I think it's business of computer sciences. So different in somehow we had one class because it was an elective. Never would have met otherwise. That's so beautiful, isn't it? I tried to go to college and wound up on a boat. Yeah. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. I do like planning like dates. I would state I'm a slight agree. I'm not a hard, I'm a slight on that. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you met. Disagree. I really care a lot about what people think. More than I should. I think I really care about first impressions and making a good impression and what do I present myself as. And if I don't seem weird, you know? I sometimes feel like if I over try like to be somebody's friend, I could come off as overbearing. And so because of it, I always like almost double guess myself on if I overextended on some things. Literally, I had a night more recently where I was playing, like there's a board game online you can do. I was playing board games online and I was the person who always ends up doing like I'm always the rule person or the person who reads through the rule book to make sure I understand how it goes, and people kind of just float their boats. But I was being taught how to play this game, but none of them knew how to play it. So I just started reading the rule book, and I always feel like maybe I'm overimposing on certain things. So yeah. Oh, it's okay, man. It's okay, Michaela. Don't worry about it. I always care about this thing a little too much, but you enjoy participating in team-based activities. I do. I really do. Honestly, team-based activities. I love board games. That would be team-based. I would be a hard agree. You enjoy experimenting with new, untested approaches. Yes, I do. I'm a very open-minded person. I don't think I'm a hard agree. I think I'm a somewhat agree. I would have jumped, lol. You would have jumped in the boat? You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Yes, I 100% do. But I'm a very brutally honest person too. Like I don't think brutally honest is the word. I'm a very honest person. If you ask me a question, I will be honest with you unless it's specifically like, how was my cooking? And then I feel like I need to be just a good person in general and just say I like it, you know? Oh, BRB, you're good, because there's a point where if you're too honest, you're just kind of rude. Being sensitive or being honest. I'm a somewhat agree. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. I actively seek out new experiences. I don't know knowledge areas to explore. So I'm a slight agree. Fauna can be savage with it. Honesty, true. That's why I think I picked slight, right? I think I'm a slight agree. I'll change that one. You are prone to worry about things that will take a turn for the worst. We're prone to worrying about things that will take a turn for the worst. I am. I'm a doomsdayer a little bit with my thought process. Sometimes I really be thinking, like, what if one day everybody wakes up and they don't want to be my friend or something like that, you know? So I'm a big worrywart. Am I a hard agree or am I somewhat? Maybe I'm a hard agree. You enjoy solitary activities or hobbies more than group ones. I'm a somewhat agree. I like my own me time. You can't imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. No, never. I can't. Fictional is fact. Not real. Found in books. Okay. Fiction is more what I'm into. Okay. Hey, wonderful. Hi, Neko. Yeah. Sorry. That's always I had to double check that one. I would say I'm not a hard disagree. I'm a slight disagree. Neko, welcome in. How was your day going? We're chilling and doing the personality test again. Oh, how has your day been at work? Have you been, like, doing some crazy stuff? Have people been nice to you? If not, give me their names and their addresses. You know the shindig. Work's going well, just busy and shit breaking. Oh, who broke it? Was it Linda? I'm kidding. Same stuff, different day. Yeah, it's okay. But that's good people. I was gonna say, that's good people were complimenting you. People that nice at least. Yeah. Oh, so why you got that orange color again, brother? Come on with yourself, with your bad self. Linda, literally, Linda, how could you? You can't imagine. Yeah. So I could be a slight disagree. I don't think I have the skills to write books. But Necro has told me my dreams are crazy enough where I should just write them down and sell them as books because they could be. I don't think I write very well and I don't have good illiteracy to write a book. But so that's why I'm a slight disagree. And I can't imagine myself. So I'm a little agree on I can't imagine myself. No, I'm a little agree that I could imagine myself doing it. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. Efficiency. I'm really efficient. I like efficiency. Even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. I'm a slight agree. Not much. Very little baby. Little baby agree. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I think I do. Overall, I hate doing dishes and other stuff, so I usually end up getting those done early in the day to give myself the rest of the day to do whatever I want. You tell me your dream and I'll write the book. Necro, you got it. You already know. You can make millions off of it. Oh, I stay relaxing? What are chores? I end up doing chores just because I feel like I need to pull my own weight. So I always just try to do more chores than Necro. Prefer to do chores before relaxing. I'm a hard agree. I prefer to get the workshop stuff done first. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Freaking agree. I hate that shit. I don't feel like proving my point is as important as caring about people's feelings and how they feel. So I'm a hard disagree. Chores make me feel fulfilled. They do for me too. And also then I feel like I've started off the day on the right foot. Also, Necro, not stating anything, but I may be a little bit on the loopy side when you get home. And it may just be because I may have only gotten a couple hours of sleep. But don't worry about it.
is fine. I've taken Tylenol. It's helped with the headache. And I'm just cruising, you know? Cruising. It's fine. We're taking a chill time. We're enjoying our nice, chill, lo-fi music playlist. Usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. No. I think I know I have enough. I feel it, brother. Brother, we should take a nap when you get home. That sounds like a great idea. Let's take a nap, Necro, and then I'll make some hot apple cider. Oof. What a treat. Usually wait for others to introduce themselves. So yeah, I have enough introvert friends that I know I need to help them introduce themselves enough. I usually will introduce myself and then ask what their name is. So I'd be a slight disagree because if they seem outgoing enough, I'll let them introduce themselves. Your mood can change very quickly. I think overall my mood is like, it has been a lot worse more recently. But I think overall, I'm like, Necro, you're second in the stream, but you're first in my heart. I hope you know. And thank you for being here and being wonderful. I think overall my mood can be pretty neutral depending on time of year. Currently, I'm just in like a more rougher start. Second after 2 hours is criminal. People just be chilling today. We've been relaxing. We also haven't had a Biff or Abigail. It's a crazy day. Thank you for changing your color back. I appreciate you, cutie. Yeah. And you get third? Oof, he's cooking. But Biffless. I know we're Biffless today. How dare we? It's just like maidenless. I think overall my mood has been worse more recently. But I think let's summon them. You think you can summon them? I don't think Biff's gonna come out from the woodworks. It's hard for me to see anyone as anything but their colors. Right? Michaela, I don't know why Necro was kind of on this journey of changing the colors multiple times, but it got to a point where Finn had a whole joke that because Necro changed to orange, because a lot of people were changing their colors, that Necro's color was like the evil Necro. And now there's a whole lore that if Necro was an orange color, it's not Necro, it's the evil Necro. But they both end up loving me, so I guess it's fine. But it's very funny because then you get Finn in the background being like, "Are you okay, Fauna?" Blink twice if you're not okay. Evil stinks. Ew. Yeah, it is, right? Evil. Mood can change quickly. I think, okay, if we're being honest, currently, this very moment, I would state my mood can change more quickly than it used to be able to. I would be a somewhat agree and compare to a slight because I've just been a lot more moody of an individual recently and I've kind of been on a downward more spiral, but overall I'm pretty okay. Evil Mick. Oh man, didn't change. It changed it on my side. I see it. I see the color change. Yeah, the evil squad. The orange squad is evil squad. We just rolling up. It did for us, Mick. Yeah, we see it. We see it. Oh, now you're back to the purple. Cute. Evil. Evil. Okay. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. What's in an emotional argument? Somebody who states, "This is how I feel." No, I can be swayed. Maybe it means like bringing an argument in and stating, I don't like the way you talk to me or something, maybe? Not evil for long. No, you're not evil. Blue Mick, is you sad? No, that's a purple. It's more of like a purpley blue. It's like a deep purple, like a dark purple, like a lavender. When we say evil, I think about the SpongeBob. It's evil. Yes, I love that. Emotional argument is like emotions to guide it. I'm pretty easily swayed by emotions towards arguments. So I would think, but that means like somebody yelling because they got emotional. I'm gonna a slight agree. I do not like people bringing in emotions. Like, like you're hurt, so you voice those logics without guidance rather than emotions. Rather emotions. Yeah, I would say slight agree makes more sense. I think that makes sense still. Because it says not swayed. So that means somebody else is trying to emotionally impact me by what they're stating. You often end up doing things at the last possible minute. I really do. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Sometimes. I feel like there is a lot of conversation that has become more prevalent the closer, like the farther we've gone in life. So I would say I don't like debating, but I like to voice, but I would state that's kind of the same thing. You can have a good debate without it being like aggressive. You're not really a debater though. That's kind of my thoughts. So debating is just a hard word for me. If it said you enjoy voicing dilemmas, I love debating if it's with the right people. Maybe it is a disagree then. Necro is just gonna answer this question. Necro, what we should have done was I answered this for me. I answered for you. And then you answered for me and you answered for you, and we see if we get the same answers. You hate debating? I'm not great at it. But I don't like the word debating. It should be like you enjoy ethical dilemma conversations. I'd be more interested. So maybe it would be I would say I guess it would be a hard disagree. Because I don't like specifically the word debating. What if it's a whole bunch of people mass debating? No, I knew it was gonna be a joke someone was gonna say. They call me the masturbator. Yeah. Sounds fun. Wouldn't it be kind of fun? It's like, how well do you know you like arguing? I don't. I think Necro knows. Arguing is like one of my weak points. If it is a conversation where we are both just having a talk about it, then it's fine. But arguments are like my drawing the line. Okay. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. No. I think honestly I've gotten more secluded with more okay with being myself. So I would rather say somewhat. There's definitely times where we do our Discord calls and I just don't feel like joining because I just rather chill by myself. You become bored or less interested with discussions that get highly theoretical. That's true, I do. Theories are interesting, but they are not as fun of a conversation to me. So I would say I'm bored. Okay, so yeah, I would be a hard agree. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. I'm a hard agree. I always follow my heart in decisions. I grew up a sheltered only child who never had arguments with parents. It's true. Necro only had one time his parents have ever like got mad at him, which is crazy. Arguing debates caused me to shut down. Yeah, I think me and Necro have such a anti-arguing group. Me and him, just like our relationship is very anti-arguing. Me and Necro, I think, have only had ever. I don't even think it was a fight. We've only had one time where we've ever gotten I've ever gotten mad at Necro, and it was literally like a very early on time. And so because of it, my trauma is jealous. And because of it, I think me and Necro, like in general, just are really good at communication because we don't want to argue with each other. So we talk a lot, and we have a good conversations that are very healthy. Like we don't bring arguments into it. We just chat it up. It makes me want to fight the person. This is us all because I grew up with brothers and they would always do this with them. Aww. I grew up with cousins, like boy cousins. That's the closest I got to brothers, but they were pretty much my brothers because I grew up with them. But they were the type where we were like, literally one cousin was literally 1 year younger than me. Then his brother was 1 year older than him, or than me. And I was like right in the middle. So they were like 2 years apart and I was right scrap dad in the middle. So yeah, Jay and I never fight. We communicate super effectively. Exactly. That's a very healthy relationship though. But yeah, I grew up with them. Our 9-year wedding anniversary was Monday. Oh,
congratulations and happy anniversary.
9 years is a great feat.
You'll find it challenging to maintain a constant work or study schedule.
I do find it hard to maintain a constant work or study schedule. A lot of it is just due to mental state. I have to have somewhat of a change in frequency. I have a hard time with constant. So I'm doing a somewhat. I can do some days, like I used to work at some places where I really liked working a same schedule over and over. But yeah, you rarely second guess the choices you have made. Disagree. I'm not as strong, but I'm not a strong disagree because there's some choices where I'm like, I made the right decision. I know that this was the right choice for me, but I am a somewhat because I have had friends conversations where the decisions I've made, I'm like, did I make the right decision with this person? Sounds fun. We're gonna go to a cabin in the Poconos for 10 years.
Oh, that's so cute.
Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. Friends, would you describe me as lively and outgoing? What would you be on a scale from a hard agree, a somewhat slightly, or slightly disagree, somewhat disagree, or hard agree? Okay. Okay. You're drawn to various forms of creative expression such as writing. Yes. Hard agree. Thank you, friends. When is MFS?
Literally, Necro, we were talking about Stigs and Michaela doing this later, and I made predictions on what they would get. And I think it's really cute when they take it, if they get any of the ones I get. Maybe, okay, here's the plan. If I end up getting one of your personalities, okay? If I get one of your personalities, then I get to suggest a game. Or we have to play a game together. Maybe? We plan a day soon. I think we plan a day either way. So maybe tell me something that happens if you bring something to the table. You tell me what happens if I get it right. If I get it wrong, then you get to pick what happens if I get it wrong. Maybe that's a cute little thing.
Y'all take it, then review for episode 1. Y'all will take it and review for episode 1. That'd be cute.
We could do that.
We could talk about our in detail parts after together. That'd be fun. We've been planning. We have been. We need to find a day where we're all free to do it. Okay. You suggest a game for me to stream?
Okay. So, if I get Stigs' right, I suggest a game for you to stream. Stigs, that's the condition.
What if I get it wrong for you?
I'm writing these down so now they're set in stone. Visage. No, Necro, I pick.
Me guess too. Me guess too. Please?
What do you mean? What I'm gonna get?
Or you want me to guess which one you got? You're drawing from various forms of creative expression such as writing. Yes, I like drawing and I like coloring and I like singing. So that's very creative. I am a hard agree. Usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. I'm a somewhat disagree on that. I'm not a hard. There's some things that I do think objectively do change how I feel. You guess what I get? Okay. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. I'm just gonna open up a new page. Give me a second. Let me look back. I didn't want to like mess up my quiz. Unless you're not, true. You're either a logician? I don't know, a logical person right there. Or I think you're an architect. You're imaginative, strategic thinker, and plan for everything. Yeah, I think you're in these two categories. You're definitely on the analytic side. Analytical side. I do not think you are an extrovert, so you wouldn't be either of these two. What the heck? How'd you know? Because I've met you. I'm good at guessing people. If you're wrong, Necro has to stream before Christmas. Necro? Are you down to put your streams on stake? It's because I'm good at judging people and judging characters, I guess. I don't know. I just do that. I can do that. I think it's because even though I give off the airheadedness, sometimes people have told me I do, or I'm bubbly and stuff. I do think I have a very good judge of character, like of what I think you are. So yeah, I got you, Nebu. I can't stay retired. I can stay retired? Necros, are you cool with it? If Fauna's wrong, I'll commit to streaming once a week! Woo! Necro really thinks I'm right. Shit! Once a week! Okay. Also, Mick, you still need to give me a game that you wanted me to play. Also, Necro, did you want to see what I picked? Now she's gonna throw for content. No, I already picked, Necro. I already picked for Stigs. Here, let me. Necro, these are what we picked. So we are in this area for him. We are in. He's either this one, a logical person. She thinks I'm gonna get introvert, and I think I'm more extrovert. But Stigs, I've already stated I gave you 2. You get 2 out of what? I don't know, like it's 16. 2 out of 16 is your options. I am ISFJ. Yes. So I put Stigs in the same. So Stigs is either IFSJ, which is practical, factual-minded person who's reliable and can't be doubted. Or I put him as if he's an extrovert, which I don't think he'll get, but he thinks he will. I put him as an excellent administrator, unsuppressed at managing things and people, which these are people that are a little judgmental of individuals, but they are people who work more factually as an individual. They're thinkers, they're observant. Yeah. So I think he's on that route. So I'm excited. If it's a losing situation, then a punishment game or something you don't want to play? Do you want to do that, Mick? That is me and Stigs' game. So Michaela, if I get you right, what do you want to do? I'm judging y'all right now. I know it. You like to have a to-do list each day? Okay, so we've talked about schedules. We've talked about lists of grocery stores. But we haven't talked about I do journaling. I have stopped doing it more recently because just mentally I couldn't handle it. But I do like journaling. And I had a to-do list on the journals of like what I have completed as just a thing to like be like, hey, I've done some stuff. So I usually do have a to-do list either in my head or written down in a sense of that. I'll play a game of your choice, anything. Okay. So that's ours. And Michaela, then you have to pick a second game for me. Suggest games. You need to tell me when you're doing yours. RuneScape? No. Have fun, back to work. Oh, thank you for being here. Okay, so I'm a somewhat. You rarely feel insecure. I don't think that's ever true. For anyone. I'm pretty insecure of an individual. I'm not a hard, I'm a slight, or a somewhat. So yeah, you avoid making phone calls. I really do. I've gotten worse about it. I'm a hard agree, I think. Yeah, I'm a hard agree. I'd rather text than make a phone call. I think I, in the past, have put that as, I think in the past I put that as a slight, and so it's interesting that I've changed that. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. I'm a slight. I like it, but sometimes it gets unfamiliar ideas. Exploring though? I'm a slight. Depends on the mood, where I'm vibing. You can easily connect with people you have just met. I definitely can. Very easy for me to do that. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. No, I've gotten better with it. I used to, my sister and brother-in-law is like one of the spontaneous people I know. And they're like me and Necro's best friends, pretty much. Them and our friend Distortion. And my brother and sister cannot have a schedule ever. Their whole life is just either you're planning months in advance or it's just a spontaneous hangout. So top priority is getting back on track as soon as possible. I am somewhat disagree. I'm not always, I don't think it's a hard for me, but it's, yeah. That Brother the Force would be super structured. Boy, was I wrong. Okay, out of the two of them, he's structured in senses of like coding and stuff like that. But they either plan 3 months in advance and you have a time schedule slot of when you can hang out with them. Or they'll randomly call us and be like, hey, we're free tonight. Shit broke. Do you want to hang out? And that happens a lot to us. Like so much so that we're just like, okay, this is just how our life is. So I think it's just the two of them together kind of makes a unstructured schedule. They're very much into themselves and I love, like, into each other, and I love that for them. But sometimes it just feels like, I think they forget that the other world around them exists and other people do, so sometimes it's just random. But I still love them all the same. You rarely seem bothered by mistakes you made a long time ago. You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Thank you for following. Is it Dorothy? Thank you for reaching. We reached 610. Seems slight. Still bothered. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I normally don't get bothered by most of them. So I would be. There's some mistakes I've probably made. I wish I got like more answers pretty early on when I was a kid, but there's only so much you can do when you're a kid and you've got to give yourself the grace of that. So I think I'm a hard disagree. I think I'm pretty set in what I've made at Paxton. Okay. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I have a hard problem with doomsday thoughts when it comes to future stuff. So I think currently I would say I'm more pessimistic than I was optimistic in the past. So I am not interested as much. I am a somewhat, not a hard. I don't mind some thoughts of the future. Like me and Necro having kids in the future is still cute, but like, you know, your emotions control you more than you control them. I am a somewhat disagree. I control my emotions pretty well overall. I don't normally let them get the best of me. Even if I do have a bad day, I'm pretty good about managing and like boxing them at a certain spot. When making decisions, compartmentalizing. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than what is most logical and efficient. No. I think logical and efficient when coming to making decisions is very different than caring about people's feelings. Sometimes it is better to be more efficient, even if you have to hurt somebody's feelings a little bit to say, hey, you're doing something wrong. It's better to come out and be honest with it than not. So I would state I'm a slight disagree. I still care about people's feelings and I would put that into factor, but sometimes the most efficient thing is just to be a little more honest with how it is going. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and constant efforts. True. Not spontaneous, but bursts of efforts. Constant efforts though. That's hard. It's hard. I'm really good at keeping up with stream as much as I can. Like, I'm pretty consistent with keeping on the schedule of like, I like this stream and I like the group and I like the people we make along the way and the friends we make. But sometimes I'm still bad with deadlines. I'm still bad with planning stuff. My personal work style. An organized, constant efforts. I would state I'm more spontaneous than constant when it comes to work efforts. Sometimes I'd just be in a better mood to be efficient. So I would say I'm somewhat agree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it'll take for them to feel disappointed in you. No, I do care what people think about me, but disappointment usually isn't what I would think people feel about me. So think highly of some. When somebody thinks highly of you, would think, oh, it takes someone to feel disappointed in you. Now, I do second guess myself, and I do feel like certain things about how interactions go. So maybe I'm a slight agree. You love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Yes, I have worked a lot of jobs that have a lot of working alone. I'm a somewhat, not a hard. I have worked places where I do work with others and it has been fun, but I did work at a plant nursery and that was the most fun place. And I really want to work at like a library in the future, either that or in like the forestry area. So I really like working alone, and I work better alone. It gives me time to like fully just put music in and just focus up, you know? You believe that pondering abstract, the cookie place was not a good group environment. No, it was not. I have worked at other than the cookie place, I have worked in clothing places, and I have worked at a fast food Mexican restaurant. And that place was actually a good work environment for the group. Not how much I got paid and how my actual manager treated me in that place, like the GM. But everybody else in the place that I worked at, the Mexican fast food restaurant, was really nice. I knew you worked at that yummy fast food place. Yeah, that was a good time. I mean, that's why I stuck around for so long. Like 6-ish years. Was a long time if I didn't like working with a group. And it was literally just team effort to get through the day. So, but I really liked the plant nursery. It makes it so less stressful. But yeah, I worked at Wendy's and the vibes there were so fun. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just have a good group. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Truly. I don't think it's a waste of time, but I don't like to do it. So I'm a somewhat. Maybe that would mean I'm a disagree. A hard disagree. I'm a somewhat. I'll keep it somewhat. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than you do to quiet, intimate places. Not true. I like quiet, intimate places. I like a chill vibe. Me and Necro, if you haven't noticed, my man, love him. Very quiet individual, likes chill times. I am already spastic of an individual. I have so much going on in my head. I can't deal with too much bustling. Not that I don't mind a good party, but I've worked in bustling a lot though. Maybe I would be more drawn. Okay, I would be more drawn to quiet, intimate places. So I must somewhat agree on that. Not a hard. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Agree. I'm a hard agree. I definitely, whatever feels right to me, I usually go with. You often feel overwhelmed. Yes. I am a hard agree on that. I do feel very overwhelmed a lot of the time. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. True. When I make a cookie recipe and or any kind of cookie stuff, when I bake, when I do tests and stuff like this, I try not to skip over too many steps. So I think I would, even like doing board games, I don't skip over steps too much. So I would be maybe I'm a slight agree on that, because I do think there is some stuff that skipping steps, it's fine. It's more instructional stuff. Like when we're assembling something, I do not skip those steps. I cannot. Yeah, maybe I'm a somewhat. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than following concrete steps. Now on this, if I have to come up with a creative solution, I do like coming up with creative solutions. It makes the job more fun. So I would also be a somewhat agree on that. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. Very true. I would be a hard agree on that. You struggle with deadlines. I do. Hard agree. You feel confident that things work out for you. Confidence, huh? Confident that things work out for you. How optimistic am I feeling today? I would state things normally will work out for me one way or another. So I would be a somewhat. I'm not a hard. See my results? What did we get? Yep. We're back, baby! We got mediator! Alright, so we are considered, in this instance, we are considered INFP with a bit of T, which means I even got a deer for you. Yeah, we're pretty much the people. So perfect. Isn't it cute? It pretty much means I think that I am okay, we'll read through it. Why not, right? Dang, we're almost got the exacts except for the F/T. You're a little bit different. You are in a different category. I've always ended up in this green category because I use a lot of my intuition and feeling. Okay, so here's a Lord of the Rings reference in here. All that is gold does not glitter. Not only those who wander are lost. The old is strong, does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. As an INFP, which is a mediator, you pose a rich inner world brimming with imagination, empathy, and idealism. Your compassionate nature and deep-seated desire to understand the human experience makes you a natural confidant and source of support for those around you. You approach life with a sense of wonder, always seeking meaning and authenticity in your experiences and relationships. Your creativity is a wellspring of inspiration, often manifesting in unique ideas and innovations, solutions to complex problems. However, this same creativity can sometimes lead you to being lost in daydreams, making it difficult to navigate more practical aspects of life. You have a profound capacity for empathy, allowing you to connect with others on a deeper, intuitive level. Yeah, so yeah, you use more of your thinking, your brain, your strategy, and I use more of my feeling, my emotions, my heart. So we are 54% introvert. We're pretty much middle line. I always end up right in the middle, and this is cool because it shows you how much of one thing you are to another. which I definitely suggest you guys look at when you do get your results, because this even states like, hey, maybe 1 year I'm feeling more extroverted, but I'm very much in the middle of line. Even though I seem like an extrovert, I am definitely middle still line. I am intuitive, again, 53%, very much middle line. I don't think you really could get much closer. Thinking and feeling, I'm 76% feeling. I really believe in that. So I prefer fewer, deeper, and meaningful social connections, and feel drawn to calmer environments. You're reading a lot right now. Okay. Prospecting, you like very adaptable, easygoing, and flexible prioritizing spontaneity over stability. And then turbulent, you are less self-conscious. You are likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, and perfectionist, and eager to improve. Again, I'm middle ground on that. That makes sense because I'm very much. I don't think I do better against stress, but certain aspects of this does make sense to why I am on that route. So I'm like as middle of the road as you could be, but I'm still in my green route. Your introspective nature draws you to continually explore new thoughts, feelings, and values. This self-awareness is a powerful tool for personal growth, but it also leads to excessive self-criticism. You are highly attuned to criticism from others as well, which can sometimes leave you feeling vulnerable or misunderstood. Despite these challenges, your unwavering commitment to ideas and your ability to see the best in others make you a powerful force for good in this world. Your journey is one of balancing your rich inner life with the demands of the external world, always striving to bring more beauty, kindness, and authenticity into your life and the lives of those around you, which is very true. I always end up, I love this, like, I feel like this quiz is the most accurate it could be, as long as you are very true with the way you answer it on what you get. Because I don't think there's anything that it has stated so far that doesn't make sense with how I feel. Now again, people may feel differently, but I do. Definitely. In your personal life, you are driven by a deep-seated need for meaning and purpose. You thrive in environments that allow you to express creatively and help others and stay true to your values. Careers in counseling, teaching, writing, or arts often appeal to your nurturing nature and imaginative spirit. However, finding the right fit can be a journey of trials and errors as you navigate the balance between your ideals and realities of the working world. Your abilities to think outside the box and empathize with others make you a valuable asset to many in your field, practically those requiring innovative problem-solving or interpretive skills. Yet you may struggle with highly structured environments or roles that value a lot of routines, tasks. Your career lies in finding a career that is not only aligned with your values, but also provides flexible and autonomy you crave, allowing you to feel the meaningful impact while still staying true to yourself. And then these are the things you could do to pay if you'd like to do that. My psychological friends also likes this test. Yes, for sure. This one, when I've taken in the past, and even in like Japan, they use this. In like other places of the world, they use this for actually hiring wise, what kind of personality you have. My strengths: I am insightful and understanding, gently persuasive, quiet determination, authentic presence, reflective approach, and I have independent thinking. I struggle with pragmatism. I have difficult networking, overlooking organization, drained from routine, reluctant to advocate, and reacting personally to criticism. Those are those. And then my personal growth is for you. Personal growth is an ongoing journey of self-discovery and authenticity. You constantly seek to understand yourself better and align your actions with deeper held meanings. This process of introspection and self-improvement is both rewarding and challenging as you navigate the complexities of your rich and emotional landscape. Your path of growth often involves learning to balance your idealism with practicality and developing the resistance to face life's ineffectible disappointments. When your empathy and imagination are great strengths, learning to set boundaries and develop practical skills can help you navigate the world more efficiently. Embracing your unique perspectives while also accepting your limits to the key to personal development journey. I think I did get this last time because I do remember a lot of these. I do remember being the answers I got. Open to possibilities. I'm deeply reflective. I have a strength in these, which is intuitive self-awareness. I'm comfortable with complexity, curious learner, and I have a sensitive consciousness. My weaknesses: self-critical thoughts, difficulty setting boundaries, hesitant to take action, sensitive to external opinions, hard to move past regrets, avoidance to routine. Most of these do make sense for me. My relationships. In relationships, you seek a deep, meaningful connection that honor your need for authenticity and personal growth. Your empathy and intuitive understanding of others make you a compassionate friend and partner, capable of forming bonds that go beyond surface-level interactions. You have a gift for creating a safe space when others feel understood and accepted. However, your idealistic nature can sometimes lead to challenges in relationships. You may struggle with conflicts and become disappointed when others don't live up to your high expectations. Learning to communicate your needs efficiently, set healthy boundaries, and accept others and yourself as imperfect beings is critical for building lasting, fulfilling relationships. While you value close connections, you also need time alone to recharge and reflect yourself. I noticed the time. I love you. I'll be liking and have a great stream and personality test. Thank you. Also, Michaela, what are you doing yours? But are you streaming? Is that why you're leaving? Anyway, good luck with whatever you're up to. I'm a natural listener. I seek meaningful bonds, respect for differences, thoughtful gestures, emotional insights, highly compassionate. My weaknesses as I avoid conflicts, idolizing connection, withdrawal under stress, sensitive to rejection, negotiating your needs, insecurities in new situations. And then it's like $9 if you wanted to do it your whole results. But there you go. That's my personality quiz. Thank you all for hanging out for this, yeah?